This is Prepperines, where we do the things with a smile. And those things are, prepping things, homesteading things, um, building things, all kinds of the things. Anyhow, um, I'm doing technically a response video to a certain prepper out there who thinks he just knows freaking everything. I'm pretty sure his name is Green Thumb Prepper, and this guy was watching one of my videos, trying to show people, that I'm doing the homesteading thing, that I'm trying to set up a chicken coop and stuff. And then I'm using these things because it's what was available at the time, and it's also freezing balls outside. This guy has the audacity to make a comment that says, "You know how many times I've seen something temporary become permanent?" And you can't help these people. These people, they always have these comments to make. And honestly, in the end, he was fucking right. I realized it right away. I was like, you know what? If I let this shit just sit like it is right now, it's going to be this way probably forever because it was just good enough. So, 6 months later, oh, hey, what's up, Green Thumb Prepper? Damn, you caught me talking shit right about you, right about the time I started not talking shit about you. So anyways, this video, I'm taking down the old chicken coop, and I was like, damn, before I take this down, I should do an update to let everybody know that I heeded your advice, brother, and I did not let a temporary fix become permanent. So here it is. Okay, so like I said, we had the chickens in there until I could figure out what the hell I was doing. This at my old casa, this is my old chicken coop. I'm taking off the paneling on the outsides. That's when I stopped. But this is the guy here. So this essentially is the technical coop. But I knew, like my old place, the chickens need a place to run. The tiny little wannabe chicken tractor here. So I converted this shed into their chicken coop, which I really didn't want to do, but I have a barn. So the wife was like, you have a barn, give him the shed. It's the Taj Mahal of all chicken coops. But then they needed a chicken run. Hence, us having this fenced in area of like temporary fencing that we got. So yeah, after a bunch of planning and building and trying to get stuff done, it's pretty much done as of today. Here's the chicken run. We did double 2x12s, 10 feet on center, 4-foot posts. See, can we focus? There we go. Yep. And then neighbor had about, I don't know, he still has at least probably a half bundle over there. These are like 1980s, circa 1980, which is the circa that I like. Joist. So, put these things up in here. And today was just like kind of the finishing touches on this thing. So, faced it with some cedar and stuff. But yeah, anyways, Green Thumb Prepper, I took that comment that you said that day to heart. I was like, God damn it, you're right. If I let this shit slide, if I do something temporary, it's going to always be what it is. So here it is, folks. And then also some leftover them 2x6s. Built a midget proof raised bed. It's got to be at least 4 feet high, is what I hear. It also works against bunnies, so there's that. Yeah, in retrospect, I hand shoveled 4 yards of dirt into this. So, I don't know. My conscience says that's too tall. But yeah, we got a little bit of everything going on in here. Of course, Mama's doing most of the Green Thumb stuff. Hail is pretty much done for the season. So you know, I think I can probably start getting this netting off of here, and I think we're gonna start putting some supports in for these tomatoes. We got a little bit of everything, Green Thumb. You see that there? So yeah, and we got sunflowers over here. God knows what those are. Tons of cactus out here that we're gonna start propagating, and you know, it's dry and arid, and this soil is horrible. But I mean, yeah, I'm telling you how horrible. It's all clay. But the raised bed, I think we'll cut in half next year, and we'll put one right there in this area. And then hopefully we'll do probably, you know, 3 or 4 more in this area. I got to get this fenced in before the year is over. Today I'm taking down that chicken coop, and that is a wrap, folks. So anyways, Green Thumb Prepper, thanks for talking shit and being a real homie. I heard a saying the other day. It was like, if you could have 3 friends, all you need is 3 friends. One friend to tell you, to hold you to a standard, you know, and expect basically nothing less than the best. The second friend is the guy that you can tell anything. You can tell him anything, and you know that he's never going to say anything. He's going to hold your secrets. And then the last guy is the guy that you call at 3 a.m. who you say grab your stuff, and he knows it means it's like a pickaxe and a shovel and maybe some plastic bags. And if you can have one guy wrapped up into all those personalities, then you're totally killing it. But if you can have just, you know, 3 of those guys, one with each trait, then you're doing good. And I would say, if it weren't for Green Thumb Prepper, at least, you know, being like, yo, dude, don't do some temporary bullshit, do real shit. I'd probably still have you know, a super half-assed chicken coop. So, long-winded way of saying thank you. And I'm going to get back to it. So, we'll talk to you guys later.